right. It's my honor to introduce Mong-Lan. And Mong-Lan is a poet, not only a poet, but you see she's a writer, a painter, and that's her work over there. She's a photographer, a singer, and an Argentine tango dancer and teacher. Mong-Lan left her native Vietnam on the last day of the evacuation of Saigon. She's the author of Song of the Cicadas. Is that how you say it? Cicadas, that's right. Cicadas. Cicadas. So forgive me for that. And Why is the Edge Always Windy? And Love Poem to Tofu and Other Poems. She was a Stegner Fellow at Stanford University and a Fulbright Fellow in Vietnam. Isn't that awesome? Her paintings and photos have been exhibited in galleries in the U.S., at the Dallas Museum of Art, the Houston Museum of Fine Arts, and in public exhibitions in Buenos Aires, Tokyo, Bali, Bangkok, and Seoul. She lives in Buenos Aires, and she was recently in San Francisco and has just flown in last night to speak to us. If you could please help welcome Mong-Lan. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pam, and Thea, for having me here. It's always a pleasure. And I was first introduced to the writers Garret in 2005. I'm sorry. When I was the poet and visual artist in residence at the Dallas Museum of Art. And they had exhibited my works there for 6 months, and I gave lectures, and I taught the public at large. And that's when I fell in love with Dallas. Always a pleasure to come back. So just briefly, let me introduce my my recent work, Love Poem to Ginger and Other Poems. I'll read some Love Poem to Tofu, and then we'll go on to the tango theme, and I'll do a little tango performance with Sophia. Yes. So you'll be in for just brace yourself for some excitement. Okay, Love Poem to Ginger. I love to eat, and I started writing love poems to food when I was cooking. When do I have time to cook? Not anymore. But when I had time to cook, I was writing these love poems to food, and here's my Love Poem to Ginger drawing. Okay. Love Poem to Ginger. A layer of pain, Zingiber officinale, strange root, beige, earth-lined with sage wrinkles, wrangled not with desire, but to diffuse desire. Letting go, this is how I let go of you. This is how I let go. Chop into small pieces, pour into water, simmer, until the juices come out. How I let go. Swirling tremor, drink until your heart desires. Soother a despair, slayer. Oh, spicy rhizome. And then Love Poem to Pho. Have you all eaten pho? It's the national Vietnamese soup, the national soup of Vietnam, right? I'm sure you've been to these pho restaurants all around town. So I wrote this when I was in Vietnam, when I was a Fulbright fellow. And here's my painting, Love Poem to Pho painting. Yes, I am guilty. I'm not a good Buddhist vegetarian. When in Saigon or Hanoi, I sometimes sneak bowls of you from the vendor. Down the street for 50 cents or less, always without meat. Bowls of pho, clear, fatless broth of chicken or beef. I sneak bowls of you past my other mortal self, a secret sin to remind me of days without pressure. Without animal flesh, I slurp you down, only the perfume of you. I slurp you as Asians are wont to do, making noise to make the taste sweeter. I slurp you with fresh cilantro, lemon, mint leaves, dragon pho leaves. I slurp you with hot chili peppers, tingling the tongue, fresh green peppers of memory penetrating the palate, rice noodles hanging over chopsticks' ubiquitous legs. The Japanese say you have a simple, elegant taste. Vietnamese know you are never to be colonized. At home, I make you with a vegetable broth, rice noodles and vegetables. Your broth transparent, humble. And then I have okay, Love Poem to Garlic, and here's my garlic. Who among you love garlic? Yes? Okay, great. I'm not the only one. Love poem to garlic. Stinking rose, the heady scent of you. Tangy, spicy, most underrated year-round orb. Bulbous root, incandescent moon. Invoked as deities by the Egyptians. Garlic, each day with you is another day tripled. Stripped of your delicate covers, your fire-spitting fresh rawness. I love you unadulterated. A shiver once I bite you. Medicinally you are a miracle. Fighting colds, blood thinner. Antibacterial extraordinaire. How to eat you raw and love it. Peel the placenta-like cover, julienne into fish sauce with red chili peppers, lemon. Your bold paleness exposed. I imagine you at every moment of every day. Okay, so I'll just move on to Love Poem to Tofu. And actually, I was in Bali. I was reading some of these love poems too, as part of this contest, and actually won first prize as part of the poetry slam. So I was my first poetry slam ever, and I won it. Anyway. Love Poem to Tofu. Every day I open you up with a knife, slice you in half, boil, eat you. Oh, how I need you, warm, creamy white, loaded with vegetable protein. How can I live without your textured taste? I don't even remember when we first met. It must have been in Saigon in a soup dish my mother made with tomatoes and a solitary, flaming egg. For many years I knew you made in California. Not as good as in Vietnam, but now in Tokyo you once again become divine. Your exquisite plain dipped in soy sauce or nuoc mam, with a bit of lemon and cayenne pepper. Varieties of you I love, silken, firm, braised. Tofu, I feast upon you. And then cafe au lait. I also have very serious poems in here, so don't think I'm just this very light poet. No, some of my poetry is so, so deep that people just go away crying. Anyway, this is Love Poem to Cafe au lait. This is my cafe au lait. Love Poem to Cafe au lait. You wake me up every morning with your creaminess and smooth-talking body, brown and supple muscles, dexterous, inviting. Your caramel and froth sing to me in French, and I sing in French all day Edith Piaf, her sparrow-like songs. With a bit of sugar, it is amazing how you bring me to an addictive frenzy. White, frizzy fuzz, your brown-white mustache, your milky otherness, your stunning inkiness that would write odes, ballads, and novels, that would build railroads, and skyscrapers, fences, and automobiles, skyrockets, civilization itself. You are nothing like the Café Sua of my Saigon, which is exceedingly sweet, bitter, and concentrated, like Saigon itself. Oh, Café au lait, I know you hum sweet nothings and ideas into others' ears. I only wait for you to drive me crazy, inflict an ulcer. Perhaps I should give you up for something more gentle, faithful, like green tea. Here's Love Poem to Green Tea. Smooth, unassuming, low-key, I have left cafe au lait for you, darling. Left the coffee bean for your complicated yet pure leaf. Your body emerald, tranquil, a slant rhyme. Underneath this clear verdigris is your inner self. Underneath the unassuming demeanor is your prudent uniqueness, your discreet, fluid whispers. You give me strength in the mornings when the day is low. You give me energy. Your powers so steady they're enacted without the drinker's knowing. Sleek, lustrous sage, sending me waves of bright, undulating consciousness. So we're going back into time, and this is my other recent work, Force of the Heart, Tango Art. And you notice that this work is, the original is over there on the easel. And then this work showcases some of my drawings on paper, Japanese ink on paper, and I'll just read one or two pages from Force of the Heart, Tango Art. Another day, crossing a bridge of rotted wood, graffiti, quick feet, trains, the heart beating, cobbled streets where trolley lines used to run, paved over, still showing the skeletons. A motorcycle burns in the streets. A motorcycle burns. Without cause, a motorcycle in flames. How much loss is bearable? How much loss is allowable? How much love is allowable? Angustia de sentirme abandonado y pensar que otro a su lado. A car burnt to the ground, the disappearing act into air. Then you disappeared through the forest of my heart. Must I stay with the tango for you? My heart ravenous. My veins long highways I traverse to get to you. I am outside of time. Being outside of time, I am closer to you. Being outside, I get used to being outside. I have always been there.